Welcome to Cued Speech Word of the Day, brought to you by SignCueQuest, the app that includes the Cued Speech Adventure game. Our word today is typical. Some say typical with typical. That second sound is pa, one side down. And some say typical with typical, the second sound being pit, that one to the throat. Typical. Starfish typically have 5 arms. I typically eat 3 times each day. A typical day for Tom includes exercise. My team typically wins games. I typically eat breakfast. My typical choice is water. Did you know? Last time we continued discussing flicks in cued speech. You may remember flicks are used when the same handshake is used twice in a row at the side placement. We discussed flicks occurring in the middle of words. Flicks can also occur between words at word boundaries. Here are some examples. The 2 words pour and start, if they are together, pour, start. Pour ends with the 3 handshake at the side, and start begins with the 3 handshake at the sides. So there's a flick when you say pour and start together. Pour, start. If you forget the flick, then it looks like you're saying pour tart, but you're saying pour start. This stick is another example. The sound comes at the end of this, is the 3 at the side, and then the 3 at the side, right after that, begins the word stick with the sounds. So be sure to flick that. This stick. This stick. If you forget the flick, it looks like this tick, but it's not this tick. It's this stick. And DailyCues gives these 2 examples. The 2 words 4th grade. Fourth ends in the GEN shape at the side for, and gray begins with a K sound with the 7N shape at the side. So flick when you say these two words. Fourth grade. And the other example DailyCues gives is for these crows. These crows. Notice the flick between these and crows to show there's two sounds occurring there. These crows. DailyCues explains flicks very well. The link for the DailyCues article explaining flicks is given below. Thank you to my sources listed here on my Hall of Fame. The links for these sources are given below. Thank you for watching. See you next time for another Word of the Day. Have fun with your cued speech adventures.